Where do you normally save your money? In a bank account, fixed deposit, or under your bed? Do you know about other options that can give you higher returns? Not sure, right? That's what we're gonna find out in this video. What's up everyone, my name is Raymond and let's talk finance. In the previous episode, I mentioned about the importance of putting our money to work. And I also mentioned that for money that we need in the short term, let's say within a year, we should put it somewhere safe, somewhere with lower risk. The idea is to ensure that we can withdraw that money easily and immediately when we need them without losing its value. And in the meantime, if we can increase the value, that will be even better, right? So in this episode, we are gonna find out what are the low risk options that can give us highest returns for our savings. If you ask your parents where is the best place for them to park their savings, 99% chance I guarantee you the answer you will get is FD. They were not wrong because FD used to be a good option. In the early 2000s, the interest rate for FD used to be 3 to 4%, and in the 80s, the interest rate was as high as 8 to 9%. So they were not wrong to say that FD was a good option to park their savings, but not anymore. The rate now is probably less than 2%. So with the low return, high minimum deposit required, and the lock-in period imposed, I don't think anybody in the right mind should put their money in FD, at least for now. To overcome the disadvantage of FD, we have seen the rise and the launch of some cash management apps like StashAway Simple, Touch and Go, goplus, and the most recently, Versa. In short, they are platforms that put your money into money market fund. So what is money market fund? Think of it like a mutual fund that invests in highly liquid and short-term securities. If you don't know what that means, you just need to know that the risk is very low, which also means the return will not be very high lah. What is so good about these platforms? So unlike FD, they have very low to zero minimum deposit required. Besides, they have no lock-in periods and the interest is credited into your account on a daily basis, meaning that you can feel free to withdraw your money anytime you want. You don't have to wait for like 3 months or 6 months like FD. In terms of returns, goplus varies from day to day. It is averagely above 1% per annum, so meaning that you have to divide 365 to get the return for 1 day. And it is only applicable to 9,000 of your deposit. However, for StashAway Simple and Versa, the return is 2.4% per annum and it is applicable to all the money that you put in. So this makes goplus sounds like the worst among these 3 apps, right? I guess the Touch and Go team knows about it too, that's why they're launching this Plus Kawan campaign where they give you additional 1% return for every person that sign up using your referral code. A downside to these apps is that the withdrawal is not immediate. You will have to wait for a few days for them to process the funds for you to get your money back. Is it worth to put our money into these platforms? My answer is, it depends. For StashAway Simple and Versa, they are already telling us that they can provide us a 2.4% return per annum. So if you can't find anywhere that can guarantee you at least 2.4%, then it is good for you to put in either StashAway Simple or Versa. For goplus, if you have the confidence to invite many friends, then you can consider. But just to remind you that the Plus Kawan campaign is ending in August. I'm not sure whether they will continue this campaign. So if they do not continue the campaign, yeah, you get the answer. The next option is high interest savings account. This is like a normal savings account but on steroids. So the last time I checked, the highest return is 4.75% offered by Standard Chartered. But there is a catch. Normally for these types of high interest savings account, they will ask you to complete a certain task in order to enjoy that maximum return. For example, they will ask you to deposit a certain amount of money every month, pay a certain number of bills, spend a certain number of amount, and other weird stuff that probably might not make sense to you. But it will be great if you can find one that it is possible for you to complete all the requirements in order to enjoy that maximum return. Last on the list is Real Estate Investment Trust or REIT. Imagine this like a company that owns several properties and then they rent these properties to other companies and collect rental from them. So at the time of filming, there are 17 REITs in total listed on Bursa Malaysia, and each of them focus on different types of properties. For example, there's Axis and Atrium that focuses on factories and warehouses. There is IGB REIT that owns shopping malls like Mid Valley and The Gardens, and other REITs that focuses on probably office towers, hospitals, hotels, and so on. The way to buy REITs is exactly the same as how you would buy stocks. However, the risk is significantly lower when compared to stocks, but slightly higher if you compare it with the other options that I just mentioned. Because of that slightly higher risk, REIT is the one that can offer us the highest returns among all the options. The return can go as high as 5 to 6% depending on which REIT you buy and the price that you buy. How is this possible? This is because of the income tax law, whereby the REIT or the company can enjoy tax exemption if they pay out 90% of their taxable income to the unit holders or the shareholders. And that's why you will usually expect to receive huge dividends from buying into REITs. If you have other recommendations, feel free to comment down below. Or if you are looking for something with higher returns, I'll see you in the next video.